مع كل الناس مع فلسطين مع فلسطين مع فلسطين مع فلسطين. In Palestinian blood, your prophets are covered in Palestinian blood. 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 Your prophets are covered in Palestine. 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 Palestine! Palestine! Palestine!
And the governments of Iran, Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Jordan are condemning this, and Qatar has demanded the UN investigate strikes on these schools. And the White House said it's deeply concerned about this strike. And they have been saying repeatedly and consistently that Israel must minimise civilian casualties. Well, Israel aren't listening, are they? And it's their bombs they are using to bomb these schools. So why are they crying these crocodile tears when they continue to arm Israel? It's brutal, barbaric attacks on large numbers of unarmed civilians without warnings. And as well as that attack yesterday, 19 Palestinians were killed on a ground offensive in Khan Yunis. 10 members of the same family killed in an IDF attack on a camp late at night without warning. 6 killed in the so-called safe zone of Al-Mawazi, and 2 killed in a drone strike on the border village of Nakwara. 1 killed in a targeted strike on a car in the Lebanon port of Sidon. So the White House crying its crocodile tears, saying minimise this and please stop doing what you're doing. Oh, there's my drum bell gone. Please stop killing them, you know. I don't even know whether they're saying please, but they keep asking them to minimise this. But they're still sending weapons, and are now decided yesterday they're going to send over $3.5 billion for military assistance. So how can you in the one breath say to minimise civilians and then you send in billions to arm Israel? Anyway, let's get on with our speakers today. I just wanted us to reflect on what's happened over the past few days and remind you all that we have a donation bucket here for anyone that wants to give, and that goes to charities in Palestine. And you don't have to give because we know people here are hard strapped, but it will go to a good cause if you want to give, and the bucket's there. So if I never already said it, speakers for today, can you come to the front please? Hello, Haifa. Let's give a big hand to Haifa. Haifa is one of our day. We've just got one more speaker before we wrap it up. So we've got Jeremy, who's going to tell us about the BDS campaign that's going on and some updates on that.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
بلادي راجع أنا راجع راجع يا بلادي راجع أنا راجع راجع يا بلادي راجع على غزة راجع على رفح على بيت حانون على بيت لاهيا على المغازي على دير البالح على خان يونس على جباليا وعلى الصيرات راجع أنا راجع راجع يا بلادي راجع أنا راجع راجع يا بلادي على جنين على طول كرم على جنين على طول كرم على الخليل على الجليل على بيسان على الخليل على نابل على طبرية على يافا وعكا راجع أنا راجع على أريحة راجع يا بلادي راجع أنا راجع راجع أنا راجع راجع أنا راجع على القدس وغزة على القدس ورافة.
Thanks, Karen, and thanks. Well, that's it. Thanks to Karen for comparing this afternoon after a busy day on the drum. Thanks to Karen. The update on the collection is that the tub is doing a round at the moment, so that you know it's going to relief work organised by Sheffield Palestine Solidarity Campaign. They get the food into Gaza. We see the films showing what they do. It is money that is getting through. Thank you very much. If you put, you put. If you do not put, you do not put, as I always say. That's designed to make you feel guilty. Boycott, divestment and sanctions is part of what we do, because we could not get to Gaza to stand in the way of anything. But we can try to take money out of the pockets of the people who are supplying the bullets and who are doing the bad trade and propping up Israeli apartheid by the investments they make and so on. We can take what little money we have and move it away from them, making them feel a little bit less inclined to do it. Gradually and slowly, it is becoming apparent to, I think, business investors that Israel is a bad number. The economy is, shall we say, not as good as it was, which is polite words for about to crash. And any help that can be given in that direction would obviously be very welcome by those who are on the wrong end of the Israeli economy and who are suffering the bullets day by day. And so it is. And the biggest news of the week is probably the largest private pension fund in Britain, the USS. Don't ask me what it stands for, but it takes the money from the pensions of the academics of this world, who, as everyone who's an academic here knows, are fiendishly well paid, and they do the pensions. They've decided to pull their money out of Israeli bonds and currency, about $80 million worth. Now, that's not the end of the story for USS, but it's a pretty big chapter, and it is another milestone along the route. And those who are trying to get the Merseyside Pension Fund to do the same will draw some comfort from that. And in that connection, everybody here is able to send some sort of letter to the Merseyside Pension Fund. If you're a council taxpayer, you are putting money in, believe it or not. If you're a local government employee, you most certainly are. You don't have to be in that pension fund, but certainly you can send a letter to the trustees saying, move out of there. You've got a link from our website, which is available, Friends of Palestine, lfop.co.uk. You'll find it on there. You can send your letter in. The committee is under consistent pressure from some of us who know how to ask the questions, and they need to be put under more pressure, following the example of the USS. And another big move this week has been the London Borough of Islington. I can't think who they've got for their MPs, but they resolved to stop They've agreed to stop banking with Barclays. Now, there aren't actually that many local authority boroughs in London, so that is a big number, a big change. And thank you to the MP for Islington North, who I'm sure had one or two words to say about it. But that again is something which we're going to try and push, because Liverpool City Council bank with Barclays, I believe, or certainly they've got enough banking operations to make it worth changing. And the other bit of boycott news, I guess, was in Japan. And this is not particularly economic, but it's cultural and it's political. But in Nagasaki, the scene of the second atom bomb in 1945, the mayor of Nagasaki said, "Thank you, Israelis, but we don't want you at our commemoration." Leading the Americans and the British and the Germans and all the other of the G7 hacks to say, well, we're not coming either. Well, I can imagine a dialogue between the mayor of Nagasaki and the Americans saying, "You want us to come?" "Well, actually, no. Well, we're happy to welcome you, but if you don't want to come, that's fine. You're not going to bomb us again, are you? And why did you come in the first place?" So that's again something on the diplomatic front, but it's part of the boycott process, because we're not just about the economy, it's also isolation, cultural boycott. Don't buy Israeli goods. That's economic, but it's also don't go on holiday to Israel. If you were thinking of it, don't do it, because that is putting money into the wrong pockets and probably filling you with the wrong ideas while you're doing it. So those are the main developments, shall we say, on the boycott, divestments and sanctions just in the last week. And it is going to go on, because at every point investors are making their decisions, and the more they think this is a bad idea, the more they're likely to pull out. And in that connection, we have a regular leafleting of Barclays Bank on Lord Street. You just walk past it. 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, we have a nice fetching blue leaflet in Barclays Blue, advising customers of the investments that the bank has in apartheid Israel and the loans they're making to the arms companies that make the weapons, etc. So come and help out, because it's a patient exercise, it's not dramatic, there's no conspicuous action, it's a patient process of leafleting the public, but it is important to know what is going on, and that's why we do it. Well, we're on actions Tuesday afternoon, 4:30. The weather will be as good as this, I'm told. Come to Edge Lane at the entrance to the M&S Trading Arena place. It used to be called the Edge Lane Arena place, but now it's M&S.
It's not an arena, it's a shop.
It's a shop. Well, you know the place anyway, where you can park and shop.
Park.
Yeah, that place. Come along there at 4:30 on Tuesday, and we have some very fetching placards in yellow and black and white and black and things. Support Palestine. And it's in flags, and it's a very nice uplifting occasion for those who go, because all the motorists stand on their horns to express their support. So come along on there Tuesday afternoon. And I think the only other thing is that next Sunday, same bat time, same bat channel, unless there's a ceasefire, and I doubt it, the Americans are going to want to do something by the time of their Congress, otherwise they're going to in for a rough ride in Chicago. But we see, but we expect to be here and doing the fantastic display that was done today. And let me, before I get the microphone back, say thank you again and congratulations to everybody who's turned out on the events in the last week. Wednesday evening, 1,000 people outside Asylum Link. Not everybody was expecting to go to that. Some of us, like me, only went on balance. Boy, was I glad to be there. And yesterday, down the pier head, that's the home fixture, shall we say. Having lost the away leg, go win the home leg. Again, getting on for 1,000 people there. Well done, everybody. So, that's how it is. We have to keep going. The heat, yes, it's not as bad as in Gaza. If you're thirsty, just think what it's like. Anyway, Karen, the floor is yours again.
Stop the bombing! We are the people! We won't be silent! Stop the bombing now! We are the people! We won't be silent!